Alright, I'm going to cover the installation of the Mosko Moto Gnome tank bag on the R1300GS. I've been looking online, but I haven't been able to find any installs, so I thought, well, if anyone is looking to install one of these bags, maybe this can help. So there's a couple of things that you need to work out, and I'll cover this on the other side. I've already completed it on this side. I was really struggling to find a spot for where to put the tie downs. In the end, worked out, I removed this panel with just one bolt and pops out, and I put two cable ties vertically, and then another cable tie that goes through the little strap. I'll show you that on the other side. This is just briefly give you an overview. So that's how the strap sort of comes down, and then the front strap, this one that goes between the frame. Let me turn the light on. So this strap, you just need to feed in between. You can see some cables in there, so it needs to go in between the cables and the frame. Let me see if I can see it from under there. So you can see the strap sort of goes around between the shock and the head bearing, and then comes out this side, and again you feed it in between sort of the cables, and then it you clip it. Turn the light off. Clip it together so it doesn't drop when you undo the bag. So I'm probably going to put some tape, clear tape here to protect the paint. We'll see. But this seems to work. So I will show you exactly what I've done. Hang on, what I've done with this strap, because you can see the cable ties need to feed horizontally, but we don't have anywhere on the bike, let me turn the light on, that we can hook that up horizontally. So that's why I put those two cable ties vertically, then another one across, and I fed this through like that. And anyway, that's what I'm trialing. So I will do this one, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with the cable ties. All right, so all you need is a Torx 30 for that bolt there, 3 cable ties. I'll show you what I've done on the other side. So choose that's tight. But be careful when you undo this bolt, there's a washer behind, or at least it was on the other side, and then there's a two, yeah, there is. There's a washer that sits in here, sort of like a spacer, goes that hole, so you can easily lose that. And then there's the two little grommets that this piece pops out. So what I've done, so you see this strap is designed so that the cable tie goes through like that, and then if you have something like on a KTM's or even on the old BMWs with the tube frame, a vertical sort of tube, you can just tie it around perfect, right? You can actually put a couple of them. Well, a bit of a problem on a 1300 because it doesn't have anything like that, and I worked out that I need this to be around here somewhere. So what I worked out on the other side that I was showing you before, I worked out that if I slide this, I'll just put one of the cable ties through. So if I put two cable ties around here, alright, so put one cable tie and put another. Come on, you bugger. There it is. Another cable tie. Tighten them a little bit. All right, and then I slide this. Let's work this out. Under. And feed it through. All right. And then slide under the next one like that. I'm not going to tighten anything. I'll bring the camera a bit closer. So if I do that and feed this through, so it's not. Ah, come on. Yeah. And that's it. That then allows, oops, almost lost the washer, allows this panel to clip back because the cable ties are pretty thin and they're not in the way. What I originally was going to do was, I take this off. These are just reusable cable ties because I'm playing with it. What I was originally going to do was to have this strap sitting like that in between the cable ties. However, it's pretty thick, and if I have it sitting in between the cable ties, then this cover is under pressure, and I'm afraid it's got one bolt and two grommets. I'm afraid that will pop off because it's way too thick. So because of that, I decided, okay, well, I'll just feed that through, and then it'll sit like that, which is not bad. I think that works. We'll see. I mean, that's what I've done to the other side. I'll finish this off, and then we'll tighten everything up and see if that works. I don't know. Sure, someone else will come up with a much better idea, but that's all I've got for now. All right, on this bloody late at night, so I'm not sure how good the visibility is. Turn the light off. No, turn the light back on. So I finished this side as well, and this is what it looks like. So I haven't cut off the cable ties yet. I'll push them in and then just snip them off. But that's what it looks like, and it's pretty tight. we'll try that out and see how we go. Looks pretty good. See on full lock. What happens on full lock? Ah, perfect. Perfect positioning, okay. Just over the tank cap. The other way. Full lock. Squashing that a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Okay, well that seems to work. Okay. And I tried standing. It's not in the way. Certainly when I'm sitting down there's heaps of room. And when I'm standing, there's heaps of room too. All right. I think that's it. So the only thing is I can put some tape under here, because if I get a bit of dust and that sort of vibrates, I might scratch the paint. No big deal, but I mean, if I can prevent it, why not? All right, that's it for the install. If anyone has any questions, let me know. So it's all mounted now, and it's pretty sturdy, I must say. Quite happy with that. And from the front, so that's where it sits, so the handlebars don't touch it at full lock. And to fill up with fuel, you just need to undo this, 1, 2, and the bag just, I'm gonna go for this side, just comes down. Well, you just put it on the seat, fill up, or even get access to your compartment there. And then when you're done, the bag just sits up here, and you clip this two in, which I can't do with one hand, and Bob's your uncle. Quite easy. I like it. I'm going on a trip tomorrow for 3 days, so I'll test it out and I'll report back. But so far looks promising. I like it.